What is up, guys? Pastor Matheny here, and thank you for joining me today in my study. So today, since we are approaching the season of Lent, I thought I would share with you one of the penitential psalms, which is Psalm number 6. O Lord, rebuke me not in your anger, nor discipline me in your wrath. Be gracious to me, O Lord, for I am languishing. Heal me, O Lord, for my bones are troubled. My soul also is greatly troubled. But you, O Lord, how long? Turn, O Lord, deliver my life. Save me for the sake of your steadfast love. For in death there is no remembrance of you. In Sheol, who will give you praise? I am weary with my moaning. Every night I flood my bed with tears. I drench my couch with my weeping. My eye wastes away because of grief. It grows weak because of all my foes. Depart from me, all you workers of evil, for the Lord has heard the sound of my weeping. The Lord has heard my plea. The Lord accepts my prayer. All my enemies shall be ashamed and greatly troubled. They shall turn back and be put to shame in a moment. This is a very fitting psalm as we journey together into the season of Lent, because we see here that the psalmist is in a state of distress. He is greatly troubled, he says. He is languishing away. He is in fear of God's wrath because he knows that he deserves it. And yet he looks to the Lord for his salvation, and he expects good things to come from the Lord one way or another. And this is the way that we sort of think during the season of Lent. We turn our hearts and our minds and our attention, if we're celebrating it appropriately, towards the fact that we are fallen, sinful creatures, and this means that we often suffer. It means that we are languishing. It means that we are not as we ought to be. And yet, throughout the season of Lent, we turn our eyes towards the cross to see that we have a God who suffers right there along with us, and even more so in the midst of our suffering and in our languishing and in our weakness and in times where we feel like we are perishing. We also remember that at the end of the hard road of Lent comes Easter. And even though now we are languishing, just like our Lord on the cross hung there in death, we know that that is not what God ultimately has in store. And so just like the psalmist in Psalm 6, we trust in the words and the promises of God that even as we look around and it appears that we are surrounded by death, we know that the end of this road is life. At the end of this road is resurrection. And so because we are encouraged by the life and the death and the resurrection of the Lord himself, we can walk this hard road knowing that he walked it first and that he walked it in our place, and that he assures us that the end of our road, the final end and goal of our road, is not darkness but light in him. So I hope that your season of Lent is blessed, that the Lord shapes and forms and enlightens your heart as we meditate on the difficulties of the Christian life, but also that he turns your eyes in hope towards his resurrection, which is, of course, your resurrection. So I hope this meditation has been beneficial and enlightening to you. I hope to see you all again soon. Peace.